What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video, and today we're checking out a story from Batman Urban Legends number 2. This is Cheer Part 2, written by Chip Zdarsky and art by Eddie Barrows. This story focuses on Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, and in this issue, he fights off against Batman. So a lot of action, a lot of emotion, and a really interesting story to be told. But guys, I'll link down below in the description part 1 if you're not caught up. But yeah, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. Picking up where we left off, we see Jason standing over the man he just killed. Jason holds the gun and sits back in the rain. He messed up. He calls into Oracle. "Jason, what happened? Where are you?" she says. At the location you gave me. I don't," Jason says, looking down, frustrated. We flash back to apartments. A younger version of Jason walks up to his mother. She gives him money to go to the grocery store and get bread. "Just buy the bread, honey. Now hurry, my friend Robbie's coming by to help me with something," she says. "He's a drug dealer," Jason says, holding the money. When you're older, you'll understand. He's helping me," Jason's mother says as he walks out of the room. Jason starts walking in the hallway. He passes by Robbie. Jason curses at him and expects to just walk away. Robbie grabs Jason, slams him against the wall in the hallway. "You want to talk tough? You better be prepared to back it up. I'm here because your mom's sick, and she needs her medicine. Now run along, you little shit," Robbie says as he goes inside the apartments. Young Jason sits down on the floor with a little hurt in his face. We shift to present day. Some of Mr. Freeze's goons are driving down the road. Their job? Get some groceries. "Serious? He sends 3 of us for this job? I swear, these guys are getting worse," one of the goons say before Batman starts speaking through their radio. The goons begin to freak out. They all jump out of the van into a dark alley. They get their guns ready. Batman comes out of the shadows and dodges their bullets. He then grabs each of them one by one. Batman fights in the shadows and takes down 2 of the men. The last criminal standing says, "You don't scare me, man!" But the criminal instantly steps back when Batman points a grappling gun at his face. Batman shoots the grappling gun and ties the man on a light post. Batman then grabs one of the other men and slams him into the van. Through interrogation, Batman finds out that Mr. Freeze is active. Batman throws the man down to the ground, ending the interrogation, and reports to Oracle. "I need a police pickup at Humber Red and Colito. 3 subdued criminals with firearms. One of them should give up Freeze's new hideouts," Batman says. Got it. Also, the police just arrived at a warehouse that Red Hood was investigating. I think he's in trouble," Oracle says. We switch to Jason in a nice room with the boy Tyler. Tyler asks about his mom and dad. Jason tells Tyler that both his parents are sick, and he's watching over him for now. Jason lies straight to the boy's face. Tyler no longer has a father. Jason killed him. "Can I play with your mask again?" Tyler says. "Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing," Jason says, passing over his Red Hood mask to Tyler. Jason looks around and worries. Tyler might be his responsibility now. Jason might have just made this kid an orphan. We flash back to the young Jason in the hallway still. Robbie walks out of the apartments and tells Jason that his mom's sleeping. "Apartment's all yours, tough guy," Robbie says as he begins walking down the stairs to leave. But then Jason suddenly gets up and pushes Robbie down the stairs, killing him. We switch back to present day. Jason thinks that Tyler may have a chance at a normal life. "Red Hood?" Tyler says. "Yeah, buddy. Your mask is talking to me. It's saying that Batman wants to talk to you, and he's here," Tyler says with wide eyes. Jason then grits his teeth and looks back into the shadows. Batman walks out and tells Jason that his mess is being cleaned up. "That dead man's body, was that because you?" Batman asks. Yeah, it was. Jason says, I warned you, no guns, no killing, not in my town. Batman says, stepping forward. Jason then starts yelling at Batman. He's frustrated. Jason hates Batman's no-kill rule. Jason pushes Batman in the chest, then elbows him in the face. The fight begins. Batman pushes back. They both exchange multiple blows, kicks and punches back and forth until Batman gives a devastating punch to Jason's stomach. Batman then punches Jason hard enough to knock him to the ground. Jason, during the fight, gives a narration. He explains how Batman thinks himself as a god, all-seeing, all-knowing, where actually he's just another failed parent. Stay down, don't make me, Batman says, standing over Jason. Tyler then jumps in front of Jason, protecting him. Leave him alone, he's a good guy, he's Red Hood, Tyler says. Jason then hugs Tyler, saying, Hey kiddo, it's alright, everything's fine. And that's how we end Cheer Part 2. And that was your latest installments of Chip Zdarsky's Red Hood Batman story. And this issue was amazing, guys. I'm just gonna say, it was really good. I really like how Chip Zdarsky writes Red Hood. Like, the issue starts out, okay, Jason's in the rain, he knows he messed up, and it's like, okay, the tension's high. But then we get a flashback. Guys, the flashback where Jason sees this guy named Robbie show up to an apartment and give his mother drugs, and Jason sees his mother just going down the wrong path. It's really intriguing, really interesting, and it ends on a really big note. I was actually surprised by it, where you see Robbie walking away and then Jason just pushes him down the stairs and kills him. Like, that was done so well, and it actually kind of makes sense. Like, how Chip Zdarsky wrote that flashback, the ending, like, the pacing was really good there, but yeah, a lot of shock moments, but he also had some emotional moments. Seeing Jason just sad, like, he knows his mother is in, like, a bad direction, he wants to fix that. So yeah, I thought the flashback was really good, almost as good as the flashback in issue number 1, where we had, like, Jason and Batman, like a younger Jason, Alfred. Like, that was a great flashback, but this one rivals it because it's done so well again. Now, other than the flashback, let's talk about the present day. Now, present day, we got Jason, and he fights off against Batman. And guys, that whole action sequence was done so well. Like, seeing Jason, he pushes Batman back, he actually causes the fights, and then he realizes there's a mistake when Batman starts fighting back. I like that little notes, because at first Jason's like, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm against Batman, and then once Batman starts fighting back and the fight is really beginning, Jason realizes, oh, this is a mistake. And I like that. And guys, Jason gets messed up. Like, Batman really messes him up. Like, punch in the gut, punch in the face. But I like Jason's narration about how Batman is just another failed parent. Like, it just all comes together. You can see that Chip Zdarsky really thought this out. And he could have easily just gave us an action sequence, but he also gave us some narration that made the moment very emotional, and then ending the issue with Tyler coming by and saying that, hey, Red Hood is actually a good guy, and Batman should stand back, and seeing Batman's face, like, Batman's face says it all in this scene. You see Batman like, oh crap, I might have just screwed up as well, made this whole situation worse. And Jason has like that same face earlier when he finds out that Batman's there through Tyler, because Tyler, it's actually kind of a funny moment where Tyler has the mask, and he's like, it says, like, it's talking to me, the mask, and it's saying that Batman's here, and he's here to talk to you, and Jason's like, crap, I'm busted. It's like, it's just that busted look, like when you know you've done something wrong, and you're now busted, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this. That's that face. So I like how that's all done. Now, other than the writing, let's get to the artwork. The artwork by Eddie Barrows is phenomenal in this issue. Some of the best artwork I've seen from him in some time. And that's not saying Eddie Barrows' artwork's been not good. No, his artwork's been, like, really great for many years. But this is some of the best work I've seen from him. It looks amazing. The fight sequence between Batman and Red Hood, the panel layouts there are really well done, and it makes the fight sequence go really fast. It gets you, like, invested in the fight. Like, I was actually like, let's go. Like, I was excited, I was hyped while I was reading it. It felt like I was actually watching a show. That's how well done the artwork was. Now, that wasn't the best display of the artwork, though. The best display of the artwork, in my opinion, is in the beginning, where you see Batman take down a bunch of those Mr. Freeze goons. Where you see the Mr. Freeze goons just driving to go get some groceries, which I found that funny that Mr. Freeze gave him that job. And one of the goons is like, okay, why he sent 3 of us to do this? So that was a funny moment. But then Batman shows up, the men or the goons, they get out of the van and they go into the alleyway, and how the color, the artwork is done here is amazing, guys. I can't stress how great this artwork is. Like, the colors, I was like, red, it's dark, and it really pushes the idea of Batman fighting the shadows, and how A. Barrows makes the panel layouts of, like, the bat symbol, and how it's, like, gold with the black. Like, it really popped off the page. It looks so good. Like, I stared at those images for so long, especially page 6, where you see, like, one of the goons, he goes to shoot, and the Batman's, like, right behind him, and he takes him. It's just so dope. Like, I really like that. So, yeah, Eddie Barrows, if anything, did a better job than Chip Zdarsky on this issue. Like, I'm just gonna say that. Like, Chip Zdarsky did an amazing job. He did a great job as well. Like, his writing was on point, but the artwork was even better. So, yeah, guys, definitely my favorite issue from this past week, and I did not expect that, because we have Batman the Detective by Tom Taylor, which that was great, and then we had Joker #2, which that was solid, but this really takes that high score. I'm gonna give this issue a 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10, guys. And I know I don't give those often, but I can't find no flaws with this issue. It's just phenomenal throughout. It's like, if you're not buying Batman Urban Legends, like, yeah, I get if you don't care about the other stories, like, you don't care about maybe the Grifter story or the Oracle one this. The Outsiders one's pretty cool, but you don't care about the other stories and you just want this one. I still think that this story is worth, like, the price that this whole issue is. Like, I know Batman Urban Legends is a little more money because it's, like, bigger, but this story itself is worth it. It's just so well done, especially if you're a Batman and Red Hood fan. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. What would you give it out of 10? I gave it a masterpiece rating of a 10, but would you give it a 10? Would you give it a 9? Did you not like it? You guys tell me. And guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Red Hood Batman video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.